What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be doing a super heavy deck profile. So let's get right into it. Alright, so for the monsters, we play 2 Super Heavy Samurai Big Banky. Here's your boss, or main deck boss monster. He's got 3500 defense, and if you don't know what Super Heavy Samurais do, they can attack in defense position, and they use their defense to attack. So, Super Heavy Samurai's effect is when this card is normal or special summoned, change it to defense position. So, you know, if you have to special summon in attack position, switch them to defense. So, yeah, great card to really stop your opponent. We play 1 Super Heavy Samurai Soulbuster Gauntlet. Its effect is you can discard this card when your Super Heavy Samurai battles and double its defense. Now, its first effect is you can equip it to gain 400 defense, but you would rather double his defense to do a lot more damage than just to, you know, make him gain a bit of 400. For the next Super Heavy Samurai, I play 2 Soul Peacemaker. His effect is you can equip it to a Super Heavy Samurai. You tribute that monster in the card, and you special summon any Super Heavy Samurai from the deck. Pretty simple. And yeah, so usually use him to get out your big Banky, and then you can either use him to attack or get out your bigger monsters in your extra deck. I play 2 Soul Horns. Its effect is you can equip it to your Super Heavy Samurai and it can attack twice during each battle phase. Simple as that. I play 1 Soulfire Suit. Its effect is your Super Heavy Samurai this turn loses 800 defense, but it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. So you just discard it. And yeah, so just simple protection for your Super Heavy Samurais. I only play 1. You can play more. It's just with the build I'm going at the moment, you're trying to focus on getting out your bigger Super Heavy Samurais in your extra deck and synchro summoning. We play 3 Super Heavy Samurais Trumpeter. Its effect is if there is no spell traps in the grave, special summon this card from your hand. Then, if this card was tributed, you're using for a tribute summon, you special summon him from the graveyard. So it's a great way to just special summon with your big Banky and synchro into a level 10. Another thing you should know with this deck is that you shouldn't be playing any spells or traps, mostly just because then their effects don't work. But there is 1 spell card which I allow, which I'll show you in a minute. We play 3 Battle Ball. Its effect is when this card, you can tribute a Battle Ball, target a monster your opponent controls, tribute both of them, and then special summon a Super Heavy Samurai with their levels equal. So what that means is, say your opponent controlled a level 8, this is a level 2, you tribute both of them, synchro summon a level 10. I play 1 Prep Defense. Really good card, just a free special summon, and then can't be destroyed by battle of card effects. So his effect is, when you take battle damage, if you have no spell and traps in your graveyard, and this card is in your hand, special summon him, and it can't be destroyed by battle card effects this turn. So yeah, just really good if you take a bit of damage, got no monsters on the field, special them, and then they can't really do anything. So yeah, just it's a stall card, but then also then you can use them to link, synchro, whatever you need them. Flutist. Its effect is you can tribute this card and special summon a Super Heavy Samurai from your hand. Simple as that. And then it also has a protection effect, which is when a card or effect is activated that targets a Super Heavy Samurai monster you control, banish it from your graveyard and negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. I play 2 Super Heavy Samurai Giga Gloves. If this card is sent to the graveyard and you have no spell and traps in your graveyard, look at the top 5 cards and place them on top in any order. And then when an opponent's monster declares an attack, banish it from your graveyard, and if the top card is Super Heavy Samurai, the opponent's monster attack becomes 0. So, great card in the grave. 3 Magnet. When this card is normal summoned, special summon a level 4 or lower Super Heavy Samurai from your hand, then change this card to defense. And then monsters your opponent controls cannot attack any monsters except this one. So if you have 2 Magnet, it's pretty much just a lock. Yeah, so usually you normal summon him and get out any level 4 or lower, and then you just do quite a few plays with him. Scales. If your opponent controls 2 or more monsters and you control no monsters, special summon this card from your hand. And then if he's normal or special summoned, target a level 4 lower Super Heavy Samurai in grave and special summon it in defense. So now what you usually want to go second with this deck, and that's what helps you work best. And finally, 3 Soul Piercer. Soul Piercer, you can equip it from your hand to one of your Super Heavy Samurai monsters, and it can inflict piercing battle damage. And its other effect is if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add a Super Heavy Samurai from your deck to your hand. Last but not least, I'll just put him on the top, Super Heavy Samurai Thief. His effect is if you control no spell traps in your graveyard, special summon this card from your hand. Now, you can tribute this card, then activate one of these effects. Destroy a card in your opponent's spell and trap zone, then you can set that card to your side of the field, or destroy a card in your opponent's pen zone. And then you can place that destroyed card in your pendulum zone. So yeah, that's all the Super Heavy Samurai monsters. Let's get on to the next monsters. Alright, for the hand traps, we play 3 Effect Veiler. Now, if you don't know what this card does, Effect Veiler is during your opponent's main phase, send this card from your hand to the grave, target an effect monster your opponent controls, and it has its effects negated. So simple as that, and just a really good hand trap to play, to be able to stop your opponent's plays. Now, we play 2 Kaijus. I could be playing more, just I feel 2 is enough for at the moment. So its effect is you contribute an opponent's monster and special summon this card to your opponent's side of the field. So you just get rid of their boss monsters, and then because you have to special them in attack position, you then use your big Banky or other Super Heavy Samurais and just do a lot of damage. Now, we play 3 Dino Wrestler Pankratops. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, special summon this card. You can only special summon Dino Wrestler Pankratops once per turn. So here's a quick effect, and you contribute a Dino Wrestler monster you control, target a card your opponent controls, and destroy it. So he's a good, he's like 2600 attack, so good body to have out, or you just destroy your opponent's cards, and he's an earth, so good for link summoning. Now, onto the spells I was talking about. Sekka's Light. Now I play 3 Sekka's Light. Really good card for the Super Heavy Samurais. So if you have no spell and traps in your graveyard, draw 2 cards. Also for the rest of the stool, after you activate this effect, you cannot activate any spell and trap cards or effects except Sekka's Light. So already, because you're only playing Sekka's Light, it's very good to be able to draw. Then, you can banish this card from your graveyard, reveal 1 monster in your hand, shuffle it into the deck, draw a card. Sekka's Light is just so good because it's so much more draw power, and then you draw into your good Super Heavy Samurais, and then you go for your combos and just attack your opponent. For the extra deck, we play 2 Ogre Shootin' Doji, 1 Stealth Ninja, 2 Samurai Destroyer, 2 Saratobi, 1 Beast Kyubi, sorry about the fake, that's all I had at the moment, 2 Susanoo, 2 Steam Train King, 1 Heavy Armored Terrain Iron Wolf, 1 Mrs. Radiant, 1 Clearfort Genius. Now I'll explain what they do. When he's synchro summoned, destroy all spell and traps your opponent controls. This card can attack directly, you just have to half his defense. Now, Samurai Destroyer, not a Super Heavy Samurai, but still is really good. So if this card battles an opponent's monster, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. Also, that monster has its effects negated during the battle phase only. If this face-up card and its owner's control leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can target a machine monster in your grave, special summon it. So that's why I play 2, gets around boss monsters or just special summons your machines. You can destroy spell and trap cards. So if you have no spell and traps in your graveyard, target a spell and trap card on the field, destroy it, and you inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Good spell and trap removal. So Beast Kyubi, while it's in face-up defense position, it gains 900 defense for each special summon card your opponent controls. So yeah, he can swing, and he does so much damage when your opponent special summons a lot. Super Heavy Samurai Warlord Susanoo. Its effect is you can, once per turn during either player's turn, if you have no spell and traps in your graveyard, you can target a spell and trap card your opponent controls in your graveyard and set it to your side of the field, but banish it when it leaves the field. So that's really good for just using your opponent's really good spell and traps and then using it against them. Play 2 Steam Train King. This guy is the level 12 and he is the big beast of the deck. If you get him out, it's pretty hard to stop him with 4800 defense. So, its effect is, you can discard up to 2 cards and target that many cards your opponent controls. Destroy them. Once per turn, you can banish all spell and traps from the graveyards, and if you do, inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each card banished. So yeah, he does so much damage with his effect, and also just attacking. We have Heavy Armored Terrain Iron Wolf, our only Xyz monster. So you can detach an Xyz material from this card, target a machine monster you control, and it can attack you directly. So if you can manage to get out these 2, you do a lot of damage. Finally, our 2 links, we have Mrs. Radiant and Clearfort Genius. All Earth monsters gain 500 attack and defense. Most of your Super Heavy Samurais are Earth, except 1. And yeah, so then gives them a boost for defense and attack. And then also, when it's destroyed, add an Earth from your deck, from your graveyard to your hand. And finally, Clearfort Genius, 2 machine monsters. You don't really use his effect, But yeah, it's just this link summon cards unaffected by spell and trap effects, which can be useful. And yeah, but yeah, his other effect you don't really use. I'll read it out anyway. Once per turn, you can type face-up monster on each player's field, except this card. Both those cards have their effects negated until the end of this turn. So you can use that. That is a good effect. But yeah, usually you want to have your Super Samurai's effects active, so then you can destroy spell and traps, attack and defense, all that sort of stuff. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please click subscribe and hit that like button. We'll be posting more videos like this, more deck profiles, duels and pack openings. If you want to see more of this, please click subscribe. And if you want to see anything else, please comment down below. Thanks for watching.